Yo, good morning, folkers. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Tyrus Bain. Welcome to the Definition of Anarchy channel, where today, on June 25th, 2021, I am going to talk about how Tim Pool is a nimcumpoop. All right? Now, I try to stay away from name calling, but in ad hominems. But this isn't really an ad hominem. An ad hominem is when you make a personal attack against somebody that has nothing to do with the argument at hand, right? But in this case, me calling him a nimcumpoop applies to what I'm about to talk about. All right? Now, apparently there was this book that came out talking about Donald Trump, the book about Donald Trump, and how during the riots, right after George Floyd, the general, the general now that they're calling a woke general because he's pushing critical race theory in the military. Basically, what happened was Donald Trump said in response to the Black Lives Matter protest and this, that, and third, and Antifa. Let's not forget about that. But they don't want to bring up Antifa. They just want to bring up Black Lives Matter. In regards to that, Trump said that the military, or the response should be that they should crack some skulls and shoot some people, shoot some protesters. Okay? Now, because Tim Pool knows how his bread is buttered right now, right? Because he knows how his bread is buttered, he is not going to criticize Trump for saying some shit like that, right? Now, we don't know for a fact Trump actually said this shit, but he said so Tim Pool's position is that Trump is right? That they probably should have been shooting protesters and cracking their skulls, all right? Well, actually, he's calling them rioters, right? So that's what they want to call for. Tim Pool is calling for rioters to be shot on sight and have their skulls cracked. Now let's think about that for a minute. Let's think about that. Let's take a look at the hypocrisy. All right, on June 6th, right? Y'all know how I feel about the June 6th insurrection. It wasn't really an insurrection. Those guys walked up in there, they waved in there. Yeah, there were people breaking windows out, climbing in. Ashley Babbitt got shot. There was some level of rioting at the Capitol. But in regards to that, these people are like, well, they're unarmed. They're waving flags around. They're doing this, they're doing that. That wasn't a real insurrection. They didn't have weapons, right? But in regards to Black Lives Matter protesters and rioters, where most of them don't have weapons, right? Yeah, they're burning some shit. They burned down a police station, this, that, and the third. So your response to that would be to have the military run up on the street and start blasting away at anybody they perceive to be a rioter. Now, I need you guys to understand what you're dealing with. All right? Now, anybody that has been, in combat or anything can attest to this, right?
2 miles ahead.
That in the heat of battle,
Slow traffic.
or anybody even in training with simulated battles, right? You have all this training, you have all this, you think that when the shit really hit the fan, you're going to be able to just pull it off immaculately, right? No. When you're in the heat of battle, when you're in the heat of a gunfight or whatever the case may be, a lot of shit happens. So you're talking about sending troops on American soil to start cracking skulls and shooting people. What's going to happen is a lot of those people are going to be people that should not be shot, right? Now, yes, there was some deaths in the riots. There was some deaths. I think it was like 25 or so. People pulling up, opening up panel doors for vans, shooting people, walking up people, shooting people. David Dorn, he got shot trying to check on his friend's store without a gun. All right. But that's another story. Yes, those things happen. So, but your response would be, oh, well, you know what? Let's just start going around cracking skulls and shooting people. Tim Pool thinks that would be an okay response to Black Lives Matter riots. But for the Capitol, the January 6th situation, oh, well, it's overblown. This, that, and the third. They didn't do shit. They didn't have weapons. This is the narrative they're spinning on the right. And Tim Pool has made his decision. He has decided, instead of being objective, instead of being non-tribal, instead of being non-partisan and looking at it from a lens of, a rationale and logic, he's gonna go all the way right with it, right? The hypocrisy is showing. Thank you, Tim Pool, for letting us know who you are. You think Black Lives Matter protesters should be shot on sight, have their skulls cracked, because, some of them might be rioting. Some of them might be, breaking windows, burning down buildings, right? That's your response. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with, right? These people constantly talk about division. These people constantly talk about snowflakery. These people constantly talk about racial divides and racism and this, that, and the third. But your bias is slipping. Your bias is showing, right? You have shit fucked up. If you're going to tell people that, okay, I wouldn't be mad if Trump actually did say, start cracking skulls and shooting people, I would be okay with that. You're talking about fellow citizens who are caught up in the heat of the moment. They're doing stupid things. Yeah, they're doing stupid shit. Yeah, they're doing stupid shit. And some people did even more stupid shit, shooting people, doing that, running people over, all this, that, and the third, blocking roads, all this shit. Right? So, and these are the same people that feel like, well, if you encounter the police, bend over, open your ass crack, and let them stick 12 inches up in you. Don't resist the police in any form or fashion. They're better than humans. They're sprinkled with magical pixie dust, and the police can do nothing wrong. So when you encounter them and they start harassing you and fucking with you, you're supposed to lie there and take it. Wait for court. No, roadside justice is not going to work. Wait for court. Wait for your day in court. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be okay. Comply or you die, right? Except a lot of times, people aren't given a chance to comply. People aren't given a chance to comply. And people will comply and still get killed by the police. Still get brutalized by the police. Tatiana Jefferson, right? Daniel Schaefer. Who else? Hell, George Floyd. I mean, his ass was compliant when you had his ass on the ground and your knee in his neck when he was still alive. There was a number of individuals who did comply with the police, and a number that didn't immediately comply. They resisted. And it doesn't matter. A crooked cop is a crooked cop. An asshole is an asshole, whether they're wearing a uniform or not. A psychopath is a psychopath. Tim Pool is the same type of individual that would say, oh, well, because, 10 years ago, you did some horrible crime or you were a felon, it's okay for you to die today, even though you didn't provoke your own death. It's okay because you were a criminal in the past. That's the mentality these people have, right? So, by their logic, the police should be able to go around and just start indiscriminately killing people who did something bad in the past, or mow down crowds of people because a few of them are doing horrible things, or a few of them are acting out. The same type of people that say that they want freedom, or the government there's too much government overreach. Oh, there's too many. There's, you know what I'm saying? There's too much government oversight. But then they'll turn around and tell you, oh, well, this is a nation of laws. The law said this, the law said that. And if you don't obey the law, well, by God, you better get ready to have your skull cracked and get shot. I tell you what, Tim Pool knows how his bread is buttered, because there is money in being a conservative right now. If you're a conservative talking head, or if you're a milquetoast individual like Tim Pool calls himself, but you're staunchly supporting everything the right does, oh man, if you play their tune, oh man, it could be a very, very lucrative thing for you. For you to go as far as to say, well, if Trump said shoot protesters and crack their skulls, well, I'm okay with that. You best believe he's going to get his bread buttered even more. Because almighty Trump can call for bump stock bans, red flag laws, right? Civil asset forfeiture. He can call for all these things. And none of these hypocrites will call him out on it. None of them. They won't call him out. ABL, Brandon Tatum, Steven Crowder, Tucker Carlson, all these people, Tim Pool. I would go, the Hodge twins seem to be more objective, more and more, than any of these other conservatives. So much so that Brandon Tatum had to go ahead and talk about some the Hodge twins got it wrong in regards to that transit situation where in La Mesa, California, where that cop was harassing that black kid because he was smoking on the property, or he didn't belong on the property because he didn't have a ticket or whatever the fucking the case was. Right? These people will have their bases mind so fucked up that by the time they realized they had their guts penetrated by the big government D, they're already bleeding internally. And that's real shit. Tim Pool is lulling these people. No one is telling these people the truth. Well, not enough. If Tim Pool actually wanted to be truthful,
slow traffic,
and he wanted to tell the truth to his base, if ABL decided to tell the truth to his base, right? Brandon Tatum, all these people, if they had actually woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm tired of playing these games, let me get in contact with some other conservative talking heads, and we're gonna start spitting real shit to our supporters in our audience.
In 2 miles,
all the millions
on the right
of supporters that we have, millions, and we're gonna tell them the truth, and they're gonna have to hear it. And if we all do it together, guess what? Well, they can't. Who are they gonna turn to? They won't have no choice but to listen to the facts, to listen to the truth. No, they can't do that. No, they have to tell you it's okay for Trump to tell the military to crack skulls and shoot citizens. You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the fuck? Like, come on. What kind of world are we living in when this is fucking okay? It ain't okay. Understand that? It ain't okay. So Tim Pool, man, you should be ashamed of yourself, brother. You have really lost the plot on this one. You have really lost the plot. But I thought I'd bring that to y'all attention, man. Go check out that video, man, where it says, it's one of his latest videos on Tim Pool's channel. Just go check it out, see what he's saying. Draw your own conclusions. But what I'm hearing, right, objectively, is that he's okay with rioters being just shot on sight, skulls cracked, all this, that, and the third. Never mind due process. Because as a matter of fact, Donald Trump said, Donald Trump even said this: I believe in take the guns first, due process second. Take the guns first, due process second. You know, I brought that up. I brought that to ABL's attention one day on his live stream. Called in and told him about it. He acted like he didn't know what the hell I was talking about. When I brought the bump stock ban, he tried to make excuses for it. Well, it's not a firearm. It doesn't have to be a firearm by itself, but it's part of a firearm. By your logic, then, you know, we should be able to ban a barrel, right? They should be able to ban a barrel, you know, in the United States, because it's by itself not a firearm. Or, well, let's ban triggers. Might as well, right? It's not an actual firearm by itself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's ban upper and lower receivers, because on their own, they're not firearms.
To Southwestern Avenue.
Just all the excuses in the world for Donald Trump. Because you know that he draws millions of people to his cult. To his cult of personality. And you have capitalized on that. And you are manipulating people with your bullshit. And you don't want to tell people the truth. So, you know, it is what it is. Y'all keep trucking. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep manipulating the people. Keep taking their money and not giving them any real shit. Keep taking it. It's fine. You know? One day it's going to come to the light. You'll be exposed for the shills you are. Yes, I said it. I am now convinced Tim Pool is a shill. I mean, I was always convinced, but now it's like, come on. It can't be any more obvious than it is right now. Oh, let's just shoot him. Shoot him and crack the skulls. Oh, that's okay. Can you imagine if Joe Biden said that about the people who stormed the Capitol building on January 6th? Can you imagine if it came out that he ordered a general or something? Because, you know, they had the National Guard, right? Well, the National Guard came later. Can you imagine if Joe Biden, told the general or whatever, yo, let's just crack some skulls and shoot some people. Let's just shoot those people on January 6th. Can you imagine if Joe Biden said that? Oh, man, they'd be all up in his ass. Oh. Or imagine if, you know, there was a protest for, you know, reopening your business. Because, you know, there was a lot of conservatives that didn't want, you know, they were protesting the mask. They were protesting business closures. They were protesting lockdowns and all this other shit. Let's say there was some chaos going on there, and Joe Biden was the president, and he said, you know, we should just crack their skulls and shoot the fuck out of them. Can you imagine what Tim Pool and all these other people would say about that? Can you imagine what kind of heat they'll bring down on Joe Biden? The hypocrisy is real. The hypocrisy is real, and I hope y'all can see it, man. Because I tell you what, man, I'm tired of these people. They're full of shit. They're manipulating you guys. They're manipulating a whole class of people. They're manipulating a whole group of people. Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. But can you imagine? Oh, they would bring the heat. It's that tribalism. It's that left-right kabuki theater bullshit that keeps us stagnant, that keeps us from progressing toward freedom.
Southwestern Avenue.
And when you try to bring these people to task, they block you. Brandon Tatum blocked me. Yep, Brandon Tatum blocked me from his channel. I can't make comments. You know what I'm saying? On this shit. Little old me. Who knew he knew I existed? But you know, I do a lot of I cover his bullshit a lot. So, you know, these people watch. People be watching, man. People be watching my little old channel. You know, and then, you know, they'll block me because I don't kiss their ass. So I tell the truth. I speak the truth. Instead of challenging me, because you know, they don't want to punch down. I get it, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to punch down, they want to punch up, because they don't want to go nowhere but up, and it's all about advancement. It's all about advancing their you know, personality, advancing their status, you know, and you know, going after somebody with 1.6 thousand subscribers is not really conducive to climbing, I guess. So they don't want to punch down. It's all good, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep bringing dropping these truth bombs. I'm gonna keep dropping these facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep spitting common sense, because I mean, the world needs it, man. Common sense ain't common, and we need to make it a little bit more common. You understand what I'm talking about? So anyway, like, share, subscribe. Peace out. Much love. Go check out Tim Pool's video. It's very crazy and eye-opening, the shit he's saying. All right, so much love. Peace out. Wait, let me see what y'all talking about real quick. About McAfee death and his alleged kill switch. No, I'm from. Is that John McAfee? He died. I need to look into that. Wait, Snap. Did Tatum make a comment about you or read your super chat before blocking you? Which super chat? I attempt, because he did a live stream yesterday about the Hodge twins, right? And shout out to the Hodge twins, man, because they have been holding the police to task when they fuck up. And Brandon Tatum don't like that shit. So he had to lie. So Brandon Tatum's lying in his live stream basically about the alleged assault that the young man did to the cop. Okay? Now, he has his fucking head in the way. All right, so let's peep game. Brandon Tatum has his head in the way when this alleged assault happens, right? So the cop, it looks like the cop is doing this, right? Doing this. Because his hand did that, Brandon Tatum is saying that the kid slapped the cop's hand away, which is why I did this. I didn't see that. I watched the video separate from what he played, so I can actually see. I did not see that young man slapping that cop's hand away. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you how cops work. If that kid actually did slap that cop's hand away, do you think that cop would not have drugged that kid to the ground? Do you think that a cop is going to sit there and let you smack their hand? Do you guys really honestly believe that? So let me tell you how dumb Brandon Tatum think y'all are. He wants you to believe that you can smack a cop's hand away and he's just going to stand there and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. If a cop is power hungry enough to harass you about standing around somewhere, right? And let y'all understand that this transit place is a publicly funded transit place.
To your destination.
All right, which is like government, which we pay taxes for. But that's beside the point. So this kid,
In a quarter
you know,
of a mile, your destination is ahead.
allegedly smacked this cop's hand away. I didn't see that. But Brandon Tatum presented it like it was fact in his video, even though and it's like, you know, you can't do anything to cops. Oh, cops, you can't talk to them a certain way. You can't do what you want with your own body. You can't. And he even said, he went as far as to say, oh, you're not free to go. You can't just go where you want to go. If a cop is talking to you, you can't just go where you want to go. What kind of shit is that? That's that mentality, y'all. That's that bad shining, you know, weak. That's that weak mentality. To sit up here and say that another man can tell you where and when and where you can't go. like against your will, to tell you that you don't have the free will to move about as you choose because there's a cop. But yeah, like I was saying, that's that weak ass mentality. You know, oh, if a cop comes up to you, oh, you're now a slave to the cop. There's nothing you can do about nothing. Or you can't do what you want with your own body. You can't go nowhere. You can't talk any way you want to talk. The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? We're free men. We're free people. Our freedoms aren't given to us by man, and they can't be taken away by man. The only person that can take away your freedoms is you when you harm other people. When you infringe on other people's freedoms, that's when your freedoms can be compromised. So every time a cop tries to take your freedom away, guess what? Their freedom no longer belongs to them. What's up, Michael Swanson? Hodge twins been true to the game. They never switched up. I agree, Gusto. I mean, but you can tell, man, they're struggling. Anyway, much love, guys. I got to get out of here. I got to do a quick workout before I do my, I got a work meeting today. I got to go to the shop for a foreman meeting. So get a quick workout in before I leave. Alrighty. Teshio, what's up, man? Yes, it's Gay Pride Week. It's Gay Pride Month. So, you know, it is what it is. But like, share, subscribe. Go watch that 10 pool video, man, so you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about. That shit is crazy. All right? Peace.